Ahoy, ye fragrant nostrils out there! Welcome back to the Nashville Nose. I'm your host, again, Dr. Magnifiscent. Heidi ho. One video that I shot a while back and has been sitting on my hard drive for several months now was my Creed video, where I rank and review all the Creeds in my collection. Right there, in case you missed it. But just like clockwork, as soon as I released that video, look what just showed up in the mail. Yes, I thought that I had all my Creeds, and I was like, okay, I'm done with Creed. I got a nice plethora. I don't need any more. I love a lot of the scent profiles, but a lot of them just perform like a wet noodle, so I'm done. I'm good. I'm all right. Until I stumbled across one on a discounter for really, really cheap. So cheap, well, you know, Creed cheap, to where I couldn't turn it down. I had to get it. Today, we're not only going to get my first impressions of my brand new Creed Aventus Cologne, but we're gonna have a versus battle between that and its grandsire, Elvis over here. Yes, Creed Aventus is objectively the biggest men's marketed niche fragrance in the world. Of course they would make a flanker, duh. And I remember when this first came out, it was not on my want list. To be honest, neither was Aventus for the longest time. Well, Creed Aventus is already pretty weak performing, sadly, due to reformulation. I wore my lack of owning the Hype King as a badge of honor. My cynical past self was proud of not following the crowd. But as a fragrance lover, collector, and content creator, I eventually came around and I love it. I'm a purist with great respect for the original compositions of these major fragrance trends. So since owning the original Aventus, I have grown to prefer it over the clones, even if several perform better. It just has this magic sauce that the inspired knockoffs just can't fully recreate. I, unfortunately, have never smelled a vintage batch, so I have no point of reference, really. But then again, that may be the reason why I have grown to appreciate the modern version. But I would love to smell a vintage version just to compare and see what I am missing. I do have to reapply it several times throughout the day, which is a total bummer considering the price. The weak performance may be the one reason I don't wear this as a signature scent. Well, and the other being that Emily doesn't really like it. So that's a big deciding factor right there. I will only wear it when she's not around, but I want her around all the time, so I rarely ever wear it. And that's why there's really hardly any dent put in this bottle. So with all of that considered, why would I even bother with the Cologne flanker? An even weaker performing version of the Wet Noodle King? Well, I don't know. I really don't. There's no logical reason for it. There's really no logical reason for the majority of things I do. I stumbled across the bottle on, I believe, one of Joma Shop's massive sales. So I just threw it in my cart, more out of curiosity. And also I wanted to film an Aventus versus Aventus Cologne video. So check off that mission, I guess. The only question left to ask ourselves right now is, how does it smell? Let's rip it open and check out the presentation real quick. Wow, that is a really thin cellophane right there. I do love the Creed boxes. We have a little bit of literature here. I'm also glad that I could make a video where I could show you the presentation because I already bought all my Creeds before I started doing these types of videos. We got the little paperwork that's about Creed. You got James Creed and Olivier Creed. Cute little old-fashioned pictures right there. Oh, this fell on the floor. What is this? Oh yeah, what is authenticity certificate here? Oh, it's just some, looks like some paperwork that's just kind of based on the history of Creed. The rarest, noble, and absolute essences. I'm not gonna read this whole thing. I don't want this video to go that long. And now let's reveal the Creed Aventus Cologne bottle. Man, even the explosions are light. It sure looks just like the Creed Aventus bottle, only it's more of a light gray color. Kind of a cool little concrete gray. I like it. It's nice. Okay, presentation over. Time to diagnose. The doctor is now in. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, it smells good. Getting a lot of nice brightness in the air. Slight tinges of that muskiness. It's very fresh and very citrusy off the open. Kind of expected that. I was assuming, and from what I've heard too, Aventus Cologne is like a very citrus dominant version of Aventus, whereas Aventus is famously known for its pineapple. This seems to lack pineapple. I don't know, could be in there somewhere. Maybe it'll come out further as we get closer to the mid notes. Right now, Aventus Cologne is very citrusy. I'm guessing bergamot. I mean, that's a pretty good guess because bergamot is in Almost everything. Perfumers love them some bergamot. And I think the main reason, from what I've heard, a lot of perfumers love the note of bergamot because bergamot can provide that citrusy freshness, but it doesn't alter the rest of the blend. I don't know how that works, but that's what I've heard. Well, this is just really delightful so far. Let's check out the notes. Oh, what? I don't see any pineapple listed on Fragrantica. Let me check the website. Okay. According to their website, there is pineapple in the mid notes. The notes listed on their website are top notes, pink pepper, ginger, mandarin orange. Mid notes are vetiver, patchouli, and pineapple. And the base notes are birch, styrax, and musk. Yeah, I feel like if it didn't have birch or pineapple, it would be pretty blasphemous to don the name Aventus. It's kind of its trademark. Man, I do really love ginger. I've really grown to love ginger as a top note. It's just nice and bright and fizzy, but not so sour like citrus can be. Although the mandarin orange is pretty dominant, I believe. So not bergamot, mandarin orange apparently, which I love when orange is used as a citrus. One of the reasons I love Cologne by Parfums de Marly. It's got that nice blood orange, kind of what this one's famous for. So it looks like the key distinctive characteristics between these two are, instead of bergamot, we have mandarin orange. Instead of apple, we have ginger. Instead of patchouli, we have vetiver. And instead of oak moss, we have styrax. So it's just all around brighter and fresher, but of course, there's only one way to find out for sure. We gotta compare it to Mr. OG over here. Let's see what you got, Your Majesty. There it is. There's Aventus. Oh yeah, there's some stark noticeable differences. This is much more fruity. Also a lot more rounded. I feel like I'm getting a good amount of patchouli even at this stage. Getting that black currant, but they're not dramatically different. Well, I guess they kind of are, I don't know. Aventus also has jasmine in it, some apple and lemon up top, as well as the bergamot. Also, the original Aventus famously has ambergris in the base. Definitely not a natural ambergris, most likely ambroxan. Still, it does have a little more depth. Yeah. I like both these so far. This is kind of an interesting experiment. I don't think there's much more I can say as of now, other than what I've already said. This is just a brighter, fresher, more citrus-dominant version of Aventus. All right, well, I guess there's only one thing left for us to do. We gotta give them a fair shake at performance. So as we always do, I'll step away, I'll come right back, I'll let you know how everything develops. Hang tough, yo. BRB. I'm back, and I've got a few things to say about these two. Let's start with the good thing. First off, as far as first impressions go, Creed Aventus Cologne smells really, really good. It's really good. I mean, really, really good. Have I mentioned it's good? Okay. Let's talk about the negatives. One negative is the obvious one, and one I completely expected. Performance is mega weak, but not all that much weaker than the current formulation of the original Aventus. Both of these are extremely weak. You know, they are what they are. Not much else we can do about that. But the other thing, neither of them during the lifespan of the fragrance really morph or change at all. They stay really linear, which is why I think Creed nowadays approaches their fragrances a lot like a designer brand. That's not to say that they smell like a stereotypical designer fragrance. When it comes to smell, they are amazing. But the fact that they don't really evolve much during their lifespan makes me suspect that they solely just use synthetic ingredients nowadays. At least to make up a large portion of the blend. They smell good, they smell well balanced, they smell very well and professionally composed, but it's just kind of missing some of that heart and soul, that personality that a lot of niche brands can provide when you can tell that someone poured their heart and soul into that blend. I'm sure at some point Aventus probably had that, according to what a lot of people have said. The vintage formulations perform a lot better. They have more of this dark, smoky boldness about them, whereas nowadays it's just really fruity and fresh and bright and pleasant. Like I said earlier, I'll take Aventus over any of the clones, because it definitely smells of really good quality. It's kind of hard for me to really explain. It's like they smell very top shelf quality, but they just smell very systematic. They smell very professionally and intelligently blended, but they're just kind of lacking some soul. But, you know, I still love Aventus. I'm still gonna wear it, and I really do like Aventus Cologne too. I will have to reapply this several times, but I have to do that anyway with Aventus, so I'm pretty used to that. If there's any point that I wear Aventus, I will always have a decant in my pocket, so it'll just have to be the same case with this guy, which I'm fine with. I think the smell alone is just really great, and It was worth me getting as a fragrance lover and collector, but to the average person, this price, especially the retail price. If you get lucky and you stumble across any of these at a really banging discounted price, and you really love Aventus, then I would say it's worth it. But even at the discounted price, to the average person, I don't even think that could justify most people ponying up that kind of dough for this stuff. Obviously, because they are Creed, do not blind buy, even though I just did. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm a broken record when it comes to that saying on this channel. I do it for you, though. I'm your guinea pig. But, of course, with all that, here's my final thoughts on Creed Aventus Cologne. It's really good. It's great, even. I really love it, and I'm gonna wear the crap out of it this summer. Not the most exciting thing in the world, will not make you stand out, performs like a fart in a breeze, but I can't take away the fact that it is really, really good, and still very high quality smelling. Don't let any of those previous points deter you from at least trying it. Try it on your skin, and if you do, let me know in the comments what you think. And right after you leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe. And if you wouldn't mind giving us a like and dinging that bell, so maybe algorithm Elvis can break this channel out of the Heartbreak Hotel. And of course, it does us a great help if you would share us on your socials, text us to your friends, spread the word about this Graceland of a fragrance channel. Although it's not just a fragrance channel, you know. That's right, it's a community. Most of all, thank you again for joining me on this little fragrance adventure. I can't wait till the next one. I can't wait to have you with me. Until then, though, stay smelly. The doctor is out.